When future generations ask what we did in this crisis, we're going to have to tell them that we were out here today. And we have to leave a legacy to those generations of people who will come after us.
What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick, a sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious, a sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual.
But between men, it's a crime, rendering the offender liable to several years of imprisonment.
The real controversy has come from the candidate's views on gay rights.
Won't be another queer city like San Francisco.
Try to get additional dollars into care for people with AIDS, and frankly, and more importantly, to begin to plan for what is already the worst health care crisis, I think, of this century.
The military, within the last year, has discharged almost 1,000 service members based on their sexual orientation.
This bill allows other states to ignore such marriages. It also denies gay couples all federal benefits now given straight couples.
This is ridiculous. I want to live my life that way. I don't want to be killed on these streets.
I'll never forget the moment that really changed the way I viewed the community, and that was when I was working at a home restaurant, and I was telling a coworker, I don't want to be like one of those older gay men eating breakfast by themselves every morning. And he just basically said, that person there used to have friends just like you. They used to go out all night, and then they'd go have breakfast with all their friends just like you do. And now they're all dead, and now there's just him eating breakfast there. And for me, that's when the Generations Project was really born, because I wanted to do everything to learn about that.
For our show tonight, we have some wonderful storytellers who really weave a ribbon of pride through our history.
We're talking early 1960s. There's no role models, there's no movement, there's no community, there's no identity.
You know, we have a responsibility for those of us in my generation. You know, we understand what it means to lose a job. We understand what it means to lose your life.
There was no even concept that there was equal pay for equal work. It was women didn't need as much because they didn't have to support families.
As the Gay Freedom Day Parade has become a major tourist attraction.
What do you think of all this?
That's really exciting.
Beautiful, I like it.
Very nice, very nice.
What about your wife? She's running away over there. What do you think? Well, they have their rights.
And I said, Mother, I'm gay. And in her truck driver voice, she said, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to New York City, and you're going to get this out of your system before school starts.
And I don't know what came over me, but I just blurted out, yes, I'm gay, I'm queer, I don't care if you know or anyone knows, I don't care who knows, that's who I am.
I just said enough of this, and I got out of the service, and when I got out of the service, that's what I started doing. I just became openly gay, and I think that's very important if we can do that.
And it was really the beginning of the women's movement, so we were questioning everything.
And I have fought for my respect. I've got my ass kicked, beaten.
I'm still here. I've been diagnosed in '86, HIV positive. I was supposed to be dead in 2 years, but I'm still here. I'm 63 years old, and I intend to live until I die.
And it was like, you know, finding my family again. And I'm here because of them, because of my own community.
We sat around the table, and that's when we first discussed our relationship. And they were all under 25. It was very easy to talk to them. They all knew, and they also had friends who were gay.
My parents, they hadn't lived the life that I was trying to live. They didn't have answers to the questions that I had because they didn't have those questions.
Like, TT, you know you look like my daddy. And I'm like, I guess I do.
And she was like, "You're still beautiful." It was the first time, besides like my girlfriend, somebody called me beautiful in my family, and it was this 4-year-old girl.
Wednesday night, a bill that would allow people to discriminate broadly against LGBT people passed in the Mississippi Senate.
Trump presidency, the administration has started denying visas to some same-sex partners of foreign diplomats.
That the Civil Rights Act of 1964 does not protect LGBTQ Americans from being fired because of their sexual orientation.
I think it's really up to our generations to bring value to that, because one day we'll be the older generation, and who's going to care about us when we're the ones with the stories to tell?
Say their names! Say their names! Say
Ready, guys? We're going to release the more. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Love is love. Love is love. Love is love.